Everybody and welcome to the Sim channel. My name is Leon and today we're going to be talking about the GT Omega Pro RS9 sim rig again. This will be a short follow-up video to my first review. I'll mainly talk about some of the accessories and share some of my experience with the rig over the past couple of months. As you can already see, I got rid of the keyboard tray. The reason for that is that I wasn't really using it anyway. It was always a bit wobbly, and when not in use it was just dangling around in no fixed position. So for using the mouse and keyboard, it was just a lot more convenient to use the little IKEA coffee table that I have next to the rig anyway. Of course, the keyboard tray will still do its job just fine if you don't have a table next to your rig, but for me it's just something I can do without. That being said, there is a new accessory available on the GT Omega website called the Articulating Keyboard/Mouse Tray V2. This one is mounted next to the seat and it looks to be a slightly more elegant solution than the standard keyboard tray. It is quite a bit more expensive than the regular keyboard trays, so judge for yourself whether or not you think it's worth it. To be mounted to the rig, it does require another new accessory, and that would be the quote mounting accessory plate bracket. Personally, I would have gone with a shorter name, so for the remainder of the video I'll just call it the mounting bracket. This mounting bracket is mounted between the rig and the seat and allows for more accessories to be mounted to the rig and close to the seat. I asked the GT Omega support how much the mounting bracket will increase the seating height, and they said it's only a few millimeters, that is the thickness of one metal plate, and it won't really be noticeable. There are a couple of items available that you can mount to the mounting bracket. First off, the aforementioned keyboard tray, then a gear shifter mount, a handbrake mount, and according to the GT Omega support, the Buttkicker Gamer 2 mounting bracket will also fit. So there's your solution for transducers. If you want to go with regular transducers, you can probably just drill a few holes in the mounting bracket and fit them there. To me, this added option of mounting transducers to the rig makes the mounting bracket very interesting. That being said, I don't have it yet, and it might be a while before I will, since the whole transducer stuff unfortunately isn't all that cheap. Next up, I've been getting a few requests to talk about the second set of lateral support bars and whether or not they're worth it. So I got my second set shortly after the first review of the rig. I had no issues installing them, and in my eyes they are a nice little addition to the rig. First and foremost, they eliminate basically any lateral flex that might occur with a single set of support bars. Bear in mind that even with only a single set of support bars, the rig is already very rigid. The second set will just give you that slight extra bit of rigidity. Other than that, I think they look pretty cool and they don't cost a whole lot, around 22 euros currently. So while the second set is not a must-have, it's still nice to have, especially if you're considering upgrading to direct drive wheel. I'd say if you're in a tight budget or would have to pay a hefty shipping fee and you're using a belt or gear-driven consumer wheel, you don't need them. If, however, you're ordering a new GT Omega Pro rig and you don't mind spending an extra 22 euros or so, why not just go for it? Now, as I said, the lateral support bars eliminate lateral flex. However, they do not help with the longitudinal flex. That is, you can pull the wheel towards you and the chassis will flex a bit, since between the front and the rear section of the rig there is only a single connection on each side. It can also be noticed when using a shifter mounted to the front of the rig and pulling on it with some force. To me, this isn't problematic at all while driving, and I think you can see similar flexing behavior also in way more expensive rigs. Still, I'd prefer not to flex, and I believe the new mounting bracket could offer a solution to this. A set of longitudinal support bars connecting the front and rear of the rig at around the height of the mounting bracket would probably eliminate this bit of flex. I suggested this also directly to the GT Omega support and they said they would look into it. I guess it's just wait and see what happens now. Last but not least, I got the Thrustmaster TH8A shifter and mounted it to the rig using the front mounted shifter mount that came with the rig. I was able to perfectly adjust the position of the shifter to my needs without maxing out the mounting options in any direction. It does introduce quite a bit of flex, especially when pulling the gear lever towards you, but to be honest I didn't really notice it much while driving. The new seat-mounted shifter mount would likely reduce this issue quite a bit, but for me it isn't really problematic, so I won't go through the hassle of getting the mounting bracket and its accessories before getting a set of butt kickers. If I were buying a new RS9 today though, I'd probably include the mounting bracket and the corresponding shifter mount. Overall, I'm still very happy with the GT Omega Pro RS9 rig, and I especially applaud the effort of adding new and useful pieces to the system. It's also good to know they have great customer support and you won't be left standing in the rain should any issues occur. That'll be it already for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. For now, take care and goodbye.